Picture this. You wake up to find your alien housekeeper draped across you, her glowing skin warm against yours, her eyes wide with shock, and realize she's not just your employee, but the spark of a cosmic romance that'll rewrite your life and the galaxy. Their clash of cultures ignites a love that defies stars, blending human heart with alien soul in a whirlwind of humor, passion, and danger. This is the story of Ethan Cole and Vera, a wild, heart-melting saga that'll pull you into a universe of surprises and leave you cheering for love's triumph. Ethan Cole's eyes snapped open, his heart slamming against his ribs as an unfamiliar weight pressed him into his bed. Morning light poured through the crystal skylight of his Cerinthian penthouse, casting prismatic rays across a sight that short-circuited his brain. His new housekeeper, Vera, was sprawled across his bare chest, her opalescent skin shimmering like a pearl under moonlight. Her bald head adorned with a delicate crest that pulsed with faint bioluminescence, rested just below his chin, her warm breath tickling his skin. Her sapphire eyes, wide with shock, locked onto his, and for a frozen moment, they stared, caught in a surreal dance of mutual bewilderment. What in the actual hell? Ethan whispered, his mind scrambling to process the scene. Vera rolled off him with a grace that belied her embarrassment, her crest flushing a deep indigo, a sign Ethan would later learn of distress by the celestial tides, Mr. Cole. "I beg your forgiveness," she exclaimed, her voice a melodic hum, rich with an alien accent that danced like wind chimes. "This is entirely my fault. I failed to clarify my species' customs when I accepted this role." Ethan sat up, yanking the sheet around his waist, his face burning hotter than a plasma core. "Vera, I'm gonna need one hell of an explanation for why you're using me as a body pillow." She perched on the bed's edge, seemingly oblivious to her lack of clothing, her opalescent skin catching the light in hypnotic swirls. "My people, the Elithar, are communal sleepers," she said, her crest flickering with nervous energy. "We share body heat to conserve energy, a biological and cultural necessity. After completing my evening tasks, I saw you sleeping, and my instincts overwhelmed me." She paused, her eyes, dropping crest, dimming. "I should have anticipated humans might find this unconventional." Ethan ran a hand through his tousled brown hair, fighting to keep his gaze on her face, though her alien beauty, curves blending human-like grace with otherworldly elegance, made it a losing battle. Unconventional. Vera on Earth. This is how you start a rom-com, not a workday. Her crest tilted curiosity, replacing embarrassment. Rom-com. Oh. Her eyes widened as realization dawned. "You mean mating rituals? How intriguing. Among Elithar, warmth sharing is purely practical, I assure you." A mischievous glint sparked in her gaze, her crest pulsing brighter. "Though I must confess, your body heat is exceptionally potent, quite intoxicating." Ethan's face went nuclear, his voice cracking. "Jesus, Vera, you can't just look. We need major boundaries here." She nodded finally, noticing her state of undress, and retrieved her uniform, a flowing silver garment that hugged her form like liquid starlight from a neatly folded pile. "Of course, though this was the most restful sleep I've had since arriving on Cerenthia." Ethan coughed, pulling on a shirt to regain some dignity. "Glad you were cozy. But let's set rules. Rule 1. Clothes. Stay on outside private quarters. Rule 2. No sneaking into my bed. Vera's crest rippled a gesture he'd soon recognize as amusement. Noted though, I observe, you're still minimally attired. Mr. Cole. Right, he muttered, grabbing pants. Start breakfast while I fix that, and call me Ethan. After this morning, formalities are out the airlock. Vera smiled, her crest glowing softly. Ethan? She said the name a caress on her lips. Very well. Though I must warn you, Elithar form deep emotional bonds through physical proximity. You may find me attached. Before he could process that bombshell, she glided out, leaving Ethan staring at the empty doorway, the warmth of her touch lingering like a phantom. What have I gotten myself into, he groaned, collapsing onto the bed, his mind a chaotic blend of shock, intrigue, and undeniable attraction. 30 minutes later, Ethan entered the kitchen, dressed in jeans and a t-shirt, and froze. Vera moved like a dancer through the high-tech space, her silver uniform shimmering as she flipped pancakes with effortless precision. The aroma of citrus and spice filled the air, a fusion of earth and Elithar cuisine that made his stomach rumble. Cerinthia's neon skyline sparkled through the floor-to-ceiling windows, a backdrop of towering spires and hovering sky cars. I hope you enjoy. Citrus, Vera said, without turning her crest, pulsing with focus. Your dietary profile noted a preference for lemons, so I incorporated them into these pancakes. Ethan slid onto a bar stool, eyebrow raised. You read my dietary profile. Vera placed a plate of golden pancakes before him, their texture perfect. The Interstellar Domestic Agency provided extensive data on your habits, though they omitted human aversions to communal sleeping. She leaned against the counter, her sapphire eyes intense. I've studied human cuisine, but my interest in your culture extends beyond food. Your courtship rituals fascinate me. The subtle signals, the tension, the dance of attraction. Ethan nearly choked on his coffee, the pancake's zesty flavor exploding on his tongue. Courtship. Vera, you're moving at warp speed. Her crest tilted amused. Am I? Elithar are direct about attraction. Your physiological responses, elevated heart rate, dilated pupils suggest you find me compelling. Ethan's face burned, but he couldn't deny the truth. Look, you're stunning. Okay, but we're employer and employee. There's rules, boundaries. Vera's crest rippled, her smile playful. The agency's contract includes provisions for interspecies relationships. Page 47, subsection C. I can quote it verbatim. He laughed, caught off guard. You memorize the contract. Of course, she said, her voice a tease. How else to optimize our compatibility? Ethan shook his head, grinning. You're something else. Let's stick to work. Maybe reorganize the living room. Her smile was radiant. A fine start. Though I hope you'll indulge my curiosity about human customs. Cultural exchange is a two-way star lane. The next weeks were a whirlwind of adaptation humor and growing chemistry. Vera was a force efficient, curious, and relentlessly direct. She transformed Ethan's penthouse with Elithar. Precision turning clutter into art, her crest glowing with pride at each task. But her cultural quirks kept him on edge. One morning, she burst into his office holding his entire tie collection, her crest pulsing. "I've sorted these by harmonic resonance," she announced. Ethan spat out his coffee. Why are you holding my ties?" "Optimizing your wardrobe," she said, unfazed. "Though I note your discomfort. Humans are particular about garment discussions, yeah, especially when you're waving my ties like a victory flag," he said, laughing. New rule knock before entering. Vera tilted her head crest, flickering. "But after our morning encounter, I assumed formalities were unnecessary." Ethan groaned, running a hand through his hair. "That's what we need to talk about. Your culture's all about shared warmth, but humans need personal space." Her crest dimmed, concern flickering in her eyes. "Have I offended you, Ethan?" He softened, seeing her sincerity. "No, it's just complicated. Let's set boundaries, like no climbing into my bed unannounced." She nodded, crest brightening. "Understood. Though I sense your heart rate rises when I'm near. Is this discomfort?" Ethan's face heated. "It's complicated." Their dynamic evolved a blend of professional duty and playful chemistry. Vera's directness, her Elithar belief in open attraction, challenged Ethan's human restraint, but her genuine fascination with Earth won him over. He taught her human traditions, from movie nights to pizza laughing, when she analyzed popcorn as inefficient nutrition. She introduced him to Elithar customs, like resonance chants that vibrated through his bones, her voice a melody that lingered in his dreams. One evening, she proposed a human bonding activity, a picnic in the penthouse's rooftop garden. Cerinthia's neon skyline glittering below. "I've studied Earth dating protocols," she said, spreading a blanket with a woven basket of fusion dishes. "This is a picnic." "Yes." Ethan sat stunned by the effort. "You nailed it, Vera. But this feels date-like." Her crest glowed mischievous. "Is that not the intent? Feeding potential. Mates is a human custom." "No," he laughed, raising a glass of Cerinthian wine. "You're learning too fast." As they ate, her questions grew bolder. "Human courtship involves tension." "Yes, subtle signals." She leaned closer, her opalescent skin catching the starlight. "Am I making you tense, Ethan?" He swallowed her proximity electric. "You're making me something, all right." Her crest rippled, amused. "Your heart rate suggests attraction." Elithar acknowledged such feelings openly. Ethan met her gaze, his resolve wavering. "On Earth, we take it slow. But yeah, you're hard to ignore." The moment stretched, their hands brushing as they reached for the same dish. Ethan caught her fingers, his voice low. "Vera, this is dangerous territory." Her sapphire eyes softened. "Only if we fight it. My instincts tell me you feel this too." Before he could respond, a sky car roared overhead, its engines rattling the garden. Vera's crest flared, her senses sharpening. "That's not a standard transport," she said, voice tense. Ethan's comms unit buzzed a priority alert from the Cerinthian Security Network unidentified vessel in restricted airspace. "All residents, secure your premises." Ethan grabbed his data pad, pulling up security feeds. "Pirates," he muttered, spotting a sleek, unmarked ship hovering near the spire. "Zorath raiders, probably after tech." Vera's crest pulsed, her voice steady. "Elithar have faced their kind. They're ruthless but predictable. We need to fortify the penthouse. Ethan nodded, impressed by her calm. You're not just a housekeeper, are you? Her smile was fierce. I was a mediator on my world trained in crisis. Let's move. They sealed the garden's blast shutters, Ethan arming the apartment's defense grid, while Vera rigged an Elithar resonance pulse, a sonic weapon from her personal kit. This'll scramble their sensors, she said, crest glowing with focus. The raiders struck their drones, breaching the spire's outer defenses. Ethan and Vera fought back his pulse pistol, syncing with her resonance pulse. Their movements, a dance of instinct and trust. Left flank, she called, her crest flaring as a drone lunged. Ethan fired the bolt, shattering its core. Nice call, he shouted, dodging a plasma blast. Vera's pulse knocked 2 drones from the sky. Her voice sharp. They're targeting the data vault. Your work. Ethan, a neural engineer, had prototypes in his safe AI cores that could revolutionize Cerinthian tech. They're not getting them, he growled, diving for cover, as Vera unleashed a second pulse. Their bond, forged in those stolen moments, made them unstoppable. Vera's senses guided Ethan's shots, his human grit fueling her resolve. The raiders retreated, their ship limping away under Cerinthian patrols. Ethan and Vera collapsed onto the garden blanket, adrenaline fading, their hands entwined. You're incredible, he said, breathless. Her crest glowed, her smile soft. We're incredible, Ethan. That night, they crossed the line, their kiss igniting a fire that consumed them. In the glow of Cerinthia's moons, they made love, their bond sealing in a blaze of human passion. An Elithar grace. Weeks later, a hollow scan revealed the impossible, a hybrid child growing swiftly due to Elithar gestation. Ethan stared at the image, a tiny spark with his brown eyes and her opalescent glow. Holy shit, he whispered. We're parents. Vera's crest pulsed, joyful but nervous. Our bond accelerated it. She'll arrive in 6 weeks. The news brought Vera's family elders, Lyrian and Vorus, via a chronometric ship that warped time, arriving in hours. Lyrian's golden crest shimmered with pride. Vorus's silver crest pulsed with authority. A hybrid heir, Lyrian exclaimed. The first in millennia, Vorus eyed Ethan stern. You must face the trials of harmony to prove worthy. The trials held in a crystalline arena aboard the Elithar ship were a spectacle. Ethan faced Vorus in ritual combat, their energy blades ceremonial but stinging, clashing in a dance of light. Vera's bond guided him, her empathic link syncing their movements, letting Ethan dodge with uncanny grace. Not bad human Voorhees boomed his blade, grazing Ethan's arm. Your daughter's a hell of a teacher, Ethan shot back, parrying. The combat paused when Vera gasped. Her crest blazing labor had begun, accelerated by the trial's energy. Lyrian intervened. The ritual of unity. We merged the trial with the birth. In the arena, Ethan, Vera, and her parents formed a glowing matrix, their energy blades channeling light to support the delivery. Zarin and Elithar Medic marveled at the hollow readouts. The hybrid's genetics harmonize human and Elithar energies. Ethan held Vera's hand, feeling her pain and joy through their bond, their daughter's spark guiding the process. With a burst of light, Lyria was born, her skin a soft ivory with teal undertones, her crest a blend of patterns, her eyes brown, flecked with sapphire, sparkled with life. She's perfect, Ethan whispered, tears falling. Voorhees, his sternness gone, clasped Ethan's shoulder. You are family human. Lyrian beamed. Lyria will unite our worlds. The trials concluded, the Elithar embracing Ethan. But a new challenge loomed. Zorath raiders, seeking Lyria's potential, attacked the ship. Ethan and Vera, with Lyrian and Vorus, fought back their bond and Lyria's nascent power, sinking the ship's defenses. Ethan's pistol and Vera's resonance pulses decimated the raiders. Lyria's spark enhancing the systems, broadcasting a warning that halted the Zorath fleet. Years later, Ethan and Vera stood on Cerinthia's highest spire. Lyria, now a vibrant child, playing between them, her crest glowing as she sang a hybrid song. Their bond had reshaped the galaxy. Human Elithar alliances flourished. Lyria's existence a catalyst for peace. The Zorath, awed by her power, joined trade pacts, their aggression fading. Ethan's journey began with a shock, a housekeeper's warmth in his bed. Vera, an alien seeking purpose, found it in love. From a morning of chaos to a legacy of unity, they proved humanity's strength lies in embracing the unknown with heart and courage. This story teaches that love and courage can bridge any divide. Ethan and Vera defied culture, biology, and danger, their bond forging a future of harmony. In our world, we face fear, prejudice, and division. Their tale urges us to embrace differences, to connect boldly, to stand for those we love. Share a moment with someone new. Listen. Build a bridge. Your heart can spark change, just as theirs lit a galaxy. If Ethan and Vera's cosmic love set your soul ablaze, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to join our sci-fi crew. Your support fuels more. HFY epics, bursting with heart humor and galaxy-shaking vibes. Drop a comment. Did their romance melt you? Or want more alien adventures? Let's keep the stars shining. Peace out.